Hello, hello, Scrappy Boy Stamps fans. This is Danny, and I'm so excited to be here with my first video for the Scrappy Boy Stamps YouTube channel. Today we are going to be creating with some of the latest Fairy Tales release. If you haven't seen it, let me show you real quickly what all is in the Fairy Tales release. There's the Cinderella paper. It is just gorgeous. I love all the patterns and they work so well together. And then we have the stamp set Cinderella. May all your birthday wishes come true. Once upon a time, bibbidi bobbidi boo. And in a craft room not so far away. And of course the gorgeous Cinderella images and the little mice, the little birds. Such a cute stamp set. And then there are the outline dies for the stamp set. I got a little excited and I ripped mine. So it's bandaged with some washi tape. And then there is a gorgeous stencil, the Cinderella scene builder. Has stars, the shoe, and then the castle. So many possibilities with that. And then we have the Fairy Tale Stagecoach mini album. This is so gorgeous and just so pretty, perfect for the theme. And I love that on the back it has a diagram that shows you how to put it together. So you don't have to really guess at it. And it's actually so easy. And so that's what we will be working with today. Here are a couple cards that I've already made. I used that Fairy Tale Stagecoach mini album die, and I made this card. Use some vellum. You can see that girl, Cinderella, and the little mouse. And then you open it up, and may all your birthday wishes come true. And so you can make it into a card. It doesn't have to be a mini album, but it would be so cool as a mini album. This is actually something similar to this is what we're going to be creating today. We're going to be creating a shaped die card today. And again, it'll just open up like that. There's several ways to do it, but I will show you my way. And then this is another card that I've created for this release. And I just thought that using the 70s family rectangle die, it worked out and it was able to showcase all of the pattern paper perfectly. And I do have those mice, those little birds. May all your birthday wishes come true. And then I always decorate the inside just a little bit. So that was another one. So again, we're going to make a shaped card very similar to this. So let me go get everything die cut out and get it ready, and I'll be back and we can start putting this card together. All right, I am back and I have die cut everything out. One thing that I have found when I'm working with a like mini album or something that has a lot of pieces to it or whatever, I got this small cookie sheet, and then I got a magnetic sheet that has adhesive on the back. I put that on the bottom, and then the sides help keep everything in one place, and it helps deter my cat from stealing them. All right, so let's get started. Again, I love that on the back of the packaging it has a diagram that shows you exactly how to put it together. This one, it has a lot of pieces. It's intimidating, but it really is super easy to put together. All right, so to start with, again, we are making this shaped card. So it'll have where it opens up on the inside. So to start with, they'll take this outline die, and you'll need 2 pieces of cardstock because that's going to make our card, like the base, and then 1 piece of pattern paper. And so it's going to go like that. I'm going to set one of these aside because we'll come back to that. And then we're going to glue the pattern paper onto this. Earlier my glue was not working. I've done this like 3 times, so let's cross our fingers that the 3rd time is the charmer. Look at that. All right, so just going to glue that down. You could use any adhesive that you want to. I just find the liquid glue gives me a little bit of wiggle time to get things lined up, and for some of the smaller die cuts it seems to work nicely. So I'm just gonna line that up with that base. I use the cardstock just to give it a little bit of stability. And then just rub it, and there's that part done. Next, we're going to bring in the stitched die. We're going to need an inside, and so I've already stamped the sentiment on it from that Cinderella stamp set, and so it's cut out. We're going to set that aside as well. And then this is another layer for the top. So you need, if you want to do the inside, you need one cut out of white cardstock and then one of the pattern paper. And we're just going to glue that on there. We're going to cross our fingers that glue works well. And it is. Woo! I think videos are a way to see everything that could go wrong can go wrong sometimes, but we're only human, right? But again, this is so pretty and it's fun to put together. All right, and so we just line up that layer, and I just flip it over, kind of rub it just to kind of even it out. All right, and then the next part that I like to do, I'm going to set this to the side for just a minute, and then I have the like carriage part, the middle part there that I die cut out, and I want to add the curtains to it. So you only need one of these, and then the curtains, there are two different dies for the different directions. You only need one of those, and they just go right behind there. Really easy. So I'm going to flip it over and glue those on. I like to put the glue onto the base. You can do whatever works the best for you. And then I have to think this through. So this one goes here because the little like tuft, or the, you know, like where the curtain is gathered goes there. I'm just going to push that down. And then this one will go over on this side. I kind of try to even them up a little bit, flip it over, and it looks so pretty. Okie dokie. And then I'm going to set that aside to dry a little bit. Next thing that I want to do, just because I found it easier for me to place it, is this top part. You just need one of those. I did it in a cardstock so it would stand out. And it goes right up at the top there. You can see where it's kind of laid out, or, you know, like the imprint. I don't know how to word it. You can just see where it lays on the die, or on the paper there. So I'm just going to put that there. Try not to get glue everywhere. And I'm going to flip it over and just kind of rub it so that it gets burnished down. And see, it's starting to come together so easily and so quickly. I love this. All right, this with the curtains has dried, and I almost skipped a step. But see how it's starting to come together? The next thing that I want to do, though, is to put, I don't know, I guess it'd be like the axle. And it goes right here. You will only need one of those when you cut it out, die cut it out. Only one of those is needed. And it's going to go right there. And that's what the wheels are going to go on. And it just makes it all look all fancy and swirly. That fairy godmother might have done a really good job. All right. I just dot some glue. I see people using tweezers and it looks really awesome. I have tried and I look about like a cow trying to do it. I don't know, for some reason I just can't get the coordination down. So I just use my fingers. I end up being all gluey by the time I'm done, but that's okay. That's okay. And then I just line it up like that. Again, that liquid glue gives you just a touch of wiggle room if you need it. I flip it over to kind of burnish it. Let it kind of... All right, now the next part is to put this part on. Oh, this is going to be so pretty. This paper is just beautiful. Again, we're just going to glue that down. All right. Okay. Sorry if you hear a dog barking. Our neighbors have a dog that barks constantly. All right, just kind of line that up. And you guessed it, I'm going to flip it over just to burnish it. That's why I always wait to add the back card piece, just because you do so much flipping over. All right, next I'm going to set this to the side, and we have the little lights that are going to go on here. So you only need one of each of those. Let me pull those over. But what I did, I think I saw one of my design team members do it, is that they had the yellow in for the light. So I cut some of the light part out with some of the yellow pattern paper. I'm going to bring this back in. I think it'd be easier to put these down first. Again, just add some dots of glue, or whatever adhesive you want to do. And if you're magical and can use the tweezers, I would highly recommend that. I have tried, like I said, I've even tried like the reverse tweezers that are supposed to be easier. Yeah, I'm tweezer illiterate, I think. All right, and so that just goes right on that window, and like that. Looks so pretty. And then for this part, I am going to bring in my little embellishment wand to put those in. So I'm going to add some glue to the base for this. I think it'd be easier than trying to get it on those little itty bitty pieces. And I'm going to flip them over, pick them up, hopefully. Yep. And place it in. That way it has like a glow. And this glue does dry clear, so even though it looks like it'll be showing, it should dry just fine where it's not. So there we have a little glow in that, and we do the same thing on the other side. Okie dokie. And again, it just lines up perfectly right there. Liquid glue gives you a little bit of wiggle time. Gonna just push it down. And then again, we're gonna bring in these little itty bitty pieces. I'm gonna save these and maybe use them on another project. And gonna do same thing where I put glue down. Use my little tool here, because these are just way too small. Get that in there, and get that one in there. And there we have that. Look so nice. I love how it looks like it's glowing there. All right, so next I want to put like the accent piece there, which is this one right here. You only need one of the outside, but what I did is that when I cut this piece out of the pattern paper, you have this oval. And so then I took that oval and I die cut it out of the pattern paper so that I would have the doors, which I'll show you here in a minute. So we're gonna have this go on here. And then since I did that, the patterns will line up and we'll put the doors in. Well, I'll get them in the right way, and the little strip there, so it'll look nice. So it was easy, like I said, once you had this part cut out, I just put that over and die cut it. So, all right, let me get some stuff moved out of the way here. Get this put on. Try not to get glue everywhere. All right, and this part, the big part, goes at the top, and we're just gonna put that down. I am gonna flip this one over after I make sure that it's lined up where I want it. Just kind of press it all down there. All right, and then we have this little piece to put in. Again, I'm gonna put it on the base, not try to get it on the little piece there. Okay, just put that in there. It's so fun to see it all come together. And then with these little pieces will go there. So it will look like the doors. Just magical. And then this door. All right, it's coming together, coming together. We're almost done. All right, so next I want to do, what do I want to do? I want to do the wheels. So you will need 2 of this die, so it'll do like a base and then it'll do the top for the decorative parts. So again, you'll need 2 of this one, and then you will need 2 of the really decorative one, because that way it shows, makes it stand out a little bit more. And then, like I said, this will go right on top there. So let's get those all glued together here. First, I'm going to adhere these cardstock circles, get them where I want them. All right, and of course you can use whatever paper. In my first card I used that metallic, which looked nice, but I think just the cardstock looks nice too. Just kind of want to have some contrasting colors, make the details kind of pop. Maybe one dark and one light. All right, so we got that part down. Next is the really decorative part. And of course my glue, I guess I need to fill it up or something. I've never had this much trouble with it. All right, gonna put that down there. Make sure it's lined up where I want it. Add the other one. Get it on there. Again, the glue will dry clear, so even if it shows, yeah, it's looking so pretty. Okay, then we're gonna add just this like rim on there so that it stands out a little bit. I'm gonna just dot it on the base. I think that would be easier for me. I probably got way too much glue doing it that way, but that's okay. I have a clear glue coming in. I think that'll make me feel better. But like I said, this does dry clear, so. Again, we'll do it on this side. All right, and we're almost done with this part. All right, looking so pretty. I am gonna flip it over and just kind of burnish, get all that stuck down. All right, now it's just a few more little details that we have. So we can put the heart up there, make it stand out a little bit more. So pretty. All right, and that was using this heart die, and it makes a little outline that I'm going to keep for a later project. Just need one of those. Now comes the little itty bitty tiny details. which is this die here. So you will need to cut, let me get them all out here. Oh, they're so tiny. Need to have cut it one time to get the little handles for the door that will go there. And then I cut, it has the little circles for the wheels, so I did one out of cardstock and one out of the pattern paper. So you need it twice for the wheels and twice for each layer that you want to do. You might want to just do one, I'm not sure. So we're gonna do this real quick. Just gonna put that there. Let me get my handy dandy picker upper. All right. And then I'm gonna add the smaller circle on top there. All right. And again, this was out of pattern paper that kind of matched. All right, and then we need to do the little door handles, get them the right way. They're so little, they're so cute. I love the attention to detail this has. All right, get over there. All right, so I'm gonna see about where I want them. Gonna move them down slightly, and again, I'm just gonna put the glue onto the base and then just put them up there. All right, so pick it up. So I want that one about right there, and that one about right there. All right, and those will dry. So we've got that put together. Oh, that one's backwards. Let me flip him over. There we go. And then that one must be back. Oh, I have them back. Let me fix this. I will be right back. I'm going to go die cut some more of those. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. They're just a little, and I didn't realize that they had flipped over. That one had flipped over. So no problem. They're so tiny, easy to die cut back out. Again, just get the glue on there. That one goes there, and that one goes there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So there is the it done if you were just going to put it on a project like that. But since we are going to make a card out of it, we have a couple more steps to do. So that's where we're going to bring in these pieces here. I am going to, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to glue this on here now. And again, this will be the inside of the card. Since it's a dark card base, it's nice to have a place to write your message. Okay. And so we're just gonna line that up. And then there's a couple different ways you can make the card. The way that I did it is that I scored it and folded it over and adhered it that way. The other way is that you can take the die and do what's called partial die cutting, and then they would just be already on the card itself. So this is the easiest for my brain to handle, so this is the way that I do it. So I'm going to bring in my score tool, and it isn't going to be exact, obviously, but I want it to fold like along this line right here. So I'm just going to do my best to score it. Since it has that extra layer, it doesn't always do the exact best, but it'll give you at least an idea of where to fold it over. And then I fold it this way and burnish it. And then I also fold it back and burnish it just so that it's good both ways and it'll work easily. Then we're just going to adhere this very top part. For that, I did bring in my ATG gun. You could also do like score tape or that. And then I also put just a little bit of glue on top just to make sure that it was really secure, since it would be opening a lot. I didn't want it to like pull apart easily. Then the last step is to just line those up. Press it down. Again, make sure it's kind of lined up on the back. And then we have a shaped card. And it opens up, and may all your birthday wishes come true. I hope that this was an easy way to see how to put it together. Like I said, it looks like it would be very difficult. It really isn't. The more you do it, the easier it gets. I just love it. I think it's just so pretty. You could always add another image. You could add some glitter or some sparkles, some gems. You could dress it up however you wanted. Thanks so much for stopping by. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and click subscribe and click that bell for notifications. We'd love to see you stop by. And I also linked in the description box below the products that I used. The Scrappy Boy Facebook group is full of lots of inspiration, and the Instagram. And of course, I linked the shop so you can go and get all the products for yourself. Have a great day, and thanks again for stopping by. Bye-bye.